China. They say that better be chicken.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And off we go from Denver. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Williams going to get it again on second down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Looking to throw. Bailey. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Bailey now on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Bailey. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. From the 38, Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On second down, it's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looking to throw. Bailey. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Back to throw. Bailey. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Jaguars are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. That's caught by Hollister. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. They'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now Bailey to throw on 2nd down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Williams will try again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's out quickly to Chenault. And he works free. How did he stay on his feet? Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Lawrence going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the 1st half. Backups get to play in the 2nd. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jags will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Lawrence. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go again with Etienne. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the shotgun, Lawrence. Flush to his right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Lawrence will throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. A give, it's ETN off the option. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They go play action here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Here's Bailey. Off play action. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Here we go. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It got his man complete.
Yeah, I've been cooling, bro. I just been getting my ass whooped on Madden here and there. But I've been cooling, bro. What about you?
His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And not a good return here at all.
Trying out this double/normal formation.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd and inches, Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Shark. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. Lawrence to Chark, first down, Jacksonville.
Let me know, bro. I just been busy on some real life junk.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw.
He's messing me on.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I saw that
coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
Just send me the information, bro, and let me know when y'all plan on starting.
It kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock.
I ain't nasty how it was
It's almost
last
like
year,
they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing.
Nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. But fortunately,
oh my goodness, man!
His own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Not it.
And now here is another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Oh, that's nasty.
He's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jacob Hollister with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. This one swung out to Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Bailey looking to throw on second down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this all the way out past the 40-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Lawrence on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is taken in at the 5. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown! Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack, his 2nd sack of the night. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jaguars, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Denver, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.